Hey, Jack Snack here. Let's talk about recording the electric guitar. When I first started recording the electric guitar, I had a few questions, and I think you may have the same questions that answer to will help you record better guitar sound. Question number 5 is when to press the recording button when recording each part of the song. So for example, when we have the verse already recorded and we are trying to record the pre-chorus, what do? Do we rewind into the middle of the verse, press record, start playing, and somehow merge those tracks later on? Do we call somebody for help and we tell that person, hey, press the recording button only when the cursor moves towards the beginning of the pre-chorus, which what we're trying to record? Or do we hope that we have software, and most good software has that functionality called punch in, that you tell the software, hey, I'm gonna start playing earlier, but you, software, you start recording me in the beginning of the pre-chorus and finish recording at the end of the pre-chorus. Now, this series is about recording in a way that is simplified and super affordable. Therefore, I assume we don't have that software with that functionality. But that's okay. This is what works for me. And it works regardless whether you have somebody to help you or you're doing it yourself. This is what I do. We have that verse that is already recorded. Now we're gonna be recording pre-chorus. I rewind 2 or 4 bars before the end of the verse, and that's when I click record. It's gonna be recording silence for a few bars. I'm waiting there with my guitar, ready to strike, and as soon as I hear that the verse ends and the pre-chorus is about to begin, that's when I start playing. So one more time, I rewind 2 or 4 bars towards the end of the verse, I click record, I don't start playing, I wait and I hear that end of the verse in my headphones, and I start playing only when the music gets to the beginning of the pre-chorus. This way, later on, don't worry about that silence that is being recorded towards the end of the verse, because later on in editing, you're gonna erase that silence, and everything, both the verse and the pre-chorus that recorded, are gonna match and merge really nicely. Okay, so let me show you what it looks like in action using Pro Tools first instead of my hands. So when we are ready to record the next part, in this case, when we are ready to record pre-chorus, let's not start recording it right here. Let's not move the cursor here to bar number 6 where the pre-chorus starts, but let's rewind it at least 1 bar. So let's move the cursor to number 5, bar number 5. We're gonna enable it for recording. So the track is now enabled for recording. We're gonna start recording here, but we're gonna start playing only when the pre-chorus starts. So it sounds something like this.